start again. Not because you failed, but because the time has finally come. Do you know the greatest suffering? It isn't poverty. It isn't failure. It's being trapped in the suffocating feeling of, I could have been someone else. We grow up with invisible clocks, hung in front of us by a society that tells us how to live. A checklist we're all supposed to follow. By this age, you should graduate. By this age, you should be settled. By this age, you should have it all figured out. And by this age, you are no longer allowed to make mistakes. You're no longer allowed to be lost. And when our life doesn't follow that tight, unforgiving schedule, we start to break. We look at others, and we blame ourselves. We compare their highlight reel to our bite. We feel ashamed of our detours, of our stumbles. We become terrified of what other people will think, what they will say. And so we turn to ourselves, and we whisper the cruelest conclusion of all. I'm too late. But listen closely. The truth is, there is no train called too late. There is only a train called too afraid to get on. Think about it. Some people start very early. They get on the first train out of the station, and then there are others. The ones who start late, the ones who wander. They stumble through their 20s. They struggle in their 30s. They get lost for years, wandering down paths that lead to dead ends. Until one day, something inside them shifts. They find the courage, the raw, terrifying courage to turn back, to admit they were wrong, to learn again from zero, to start again from nothing, and to finally live a life that is honest with themselves. And it is at that exact moment that their life truly begins. Being late isn't what you should fear. Going in the wrong direction is. Starting over doesn't mean you are weak. It doesn't mean you've failed. It means you are clear-minded enough to realize the old path no longer fits you. It means you have the strength to refuse a life that is slowly suffocating your soul. Not everyone who turns back is a failure. In fact, many turn back precisely because they are not. They turn back because they refuse to keep living a life of pretending to be fine when they are breaking inside, pretending to be happy for the sake of a picture, pretending to be satisfied with a life that feels like a cage, while every single night ends with the same quiet, heartbreaking sigh. Some dreams, they never really die. They don't just fade away. They are only buried under the heavy weight of responsibilities, buried under the chilling whispers of fear, buried under the constant, judging gaze of others. And the longer they stay buried, the more they ache. A dull, persistent pain that reminds you of what could have been. Do you know what is truly tragic? It's not starting something new at 30, or 35 dot, or even 40 dot. The real tragedy is reaching 50 or 60 and realizing you never, ever dared to live for yourself. Not even for one day. Time will pass. It will pass whether you take action or not. 5 years will come and go, just like the last 5. The only question is, where do you want to be in 5 years? Will you be in a new place? Closer to the person you were meant to be? Or will you still be standing in this exact same spot, just a little older and a lot heavier with regret? Starting again doesn't need a loud announcement. It doesn't need fanfare or applause from the world. It only takes small, quiet steps, taken every single day. Learning one new skill, reading one more chapter of a book you once loved, finally saying no to the things that no longer serve your soul, and quietly, bravely, saying yes to a dream you thought you had abandoned long ago. Small steps, taken consistently, in the right direction, can take you further than you can possibly imagine. If today you still feel uncertain, if you still feel afraid, remember this one simple truth. No one is living this life for you. And when it's over, no one will be responsible for your regrets except you. You don't need to become some grand version of someone in other people's eyes. You only need to become the version of yourself who can look in the mirror at night and no longer feel the need to blame yourself for the life you haven't lived. So, a message for you, for the one who feels this in their bones. Starting again is never, ever too late. The only question is, do you have the courage to begin? If there is still a plan you haven't dared to act on, a path you haven't dared to take, a dream you haven't even dared to name out loud, maybe this is the moment. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now.